tree, playing for Richmond, Virginia, Mr. Larry Kressel. Make some noise for these folks, please. Gentlemen, you're back for first break. All right, Larry.
Good luck to you. Yeah, good luck to you, sir. Check. Good afternoon, or good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Virginia, Midlothian, Virginia, for the Virginia State 9-ball championships. Our players today are Larry Kressel and John Mitchelltree. I'm Max Eberly, commentating by myself right now. In the booth with me is Alvin Nelson, producing the stream. So this is John Mitchelltree at the table right now from Yorktown, Virginia. Two-time Obelisk Billiard Club straight pool champion. And here in the red shirt, Larry Kressel from Richmond. He's the manager of the Playing Field, another pool hall here in Richmond. Virginia State 9-ball champion 2006. He says someone has to win, someone has to lose. If you're meant to win, you will. His advice for other players is believe in your abilities, enjoy what you are doing. Tricky shot down the rail there. Yeah, this tournament, this Virginia State 9-ball championship, is brought to you by Aero Funds and Trust Wealth Management, the first trust fund ever to sponsor a pool tournament. Brought to you by Diamond Billiards, our host facility. McDermott Cues is the official cue. Simonis Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products. Tight Rack is the official rack. Poolschool.info, ProPool.com, Inside Pool Magazine, the streaming provider, and Definitive Synergy POS billiard management software. shot to finish off the rack. Now you can see they're not using a regular rack here. The tight rack, it's a system of stickers, one sticker for each ball. And the sticker has a little hole in it. It's like a little round donut sticker. You can find it at Staples or something. And they're all perfectly spaced. So the balls rest in the hole and they're perfectly tight. Pretty cool. I think it saves time racking. In the long run, you don't have to keep trying a million times to get a tight rack and then have rack disputes. It's one of the most annoying things about pool tournaments, especially. All the little whining and complaining that players do about the rack just kind of eliminates that, which is a good thing. That's a shot that comes up a lot, that safety. It's usually pretty effective. It's real simple, but it actually works out in the shooter's favor most of the time if you can just hide them like that. Those of you just joining us, I'm Max Eberly, and this is the Virginia State Line Ball Championships 2010. We have a winner side match between Larry Kressel, who just shot that ball, and John Mitchelltree. And Larry leads 1-0 at the moment. We're at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia, just outside of Richmond. It's a beautiful pool hall here. Great equipment. Racktight.com. That's the website for the official rack. And it looks like Larry's a little closer to the rail than you want to be. But with follow, it'll be natural position. He just has to make the ball. Good shot. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He kind of made up his mind halfway down. It's one thing about pool. You want to decide what you're doing beforehand, before you even get down, or even start your setup, make your decision, and then get down and do it. When you change your mind or think about it while you're down there, usually that's when mistakes will happen. Looks like John's still trying to settle into this TV match. It's okay to take a little bit longer in the beginning of a match to get that first game under your belt instead of just jumping up. You want to shoot like you normally do, but you don't have that feeling, so you want to try to calm down a little bit and really focus on what you need to do to make sure you make the ball that's normally routine. Because if you get started off in a funk, now you're going to have to dig your way out of a hole. Whereas if you bear down really hard that first game, you might relax 10 times more than you would had you just rushed it and made a mistake that you normally wouldn't make. Canadian Samurai on the chat. I appreciate that comment about Zen Pool. Thanks. Did he just make the 9 on the break? Yeah, it looks like 3-0. The thing about this 9-ball, when the 9-ball counts, look away for a second and somebody won a game in the blink of an eye. Never did like that rule, winning on the 9-ball. It's the most lucky shot in pool and that you can win a game. Never ceased to amaze me. Thanks, Canadian Samurai. You are Canadian Samurai. Grace Nakamura. We all love Grace. Stops on this 4, he's straight in on the 5, which will be good for just position on that 6 and drawing back. Might be following out, so might not have the angle. Alright, now he's got some work to do. He can punch the cue ball over there to the side rail between the 8 and 9 and spin back to where the cue ball is now. Good job. Avoided the scratch. That's a game winner there. Now he's just got to hold his nerve and get that first game. Might look easy this run out, but after that mistake he made, it's harder than it looks for him right now, but I think he's going to do it. ace out. He's on the scoreboard, 3-1. Larry Kressel over John, how do you say his last? John Mitchell-Tree has 1, Larry Kressel has 3. Well, there's a lot at stake here. This is on the winner's side, so. But you don't want to lose because it's so easy to get snappage out of the tournament. Bam, bam, 2 matches. Winner's side doesn't mean anything. If you show up and lose 2 matches in a row, you're gone. So this may as well be single elimination at this moment. And the top 2 players in this tournament get paid entry into the U.S. Open this year in October, mid-October. Barry Berman's U.S. Open 9-ball championship, which has been running for about 35 years, maybe, or 30 years. Arguably the most coveted title in pool. That one and any world title. So, you know, this tournament, you might be looking at the next U.S. Open 9-ball champion might come out of this tournament. You never know. There's a few players in here who could catch a gear in that tournament and knock off all the top names. This is A-side, winner side match. I'm pretty sure I'm going to double check on that. Yeah, it's a winner side match. This is a pretty tricky shot. You might just float the cue ball with top spin and follow the cue ball around 3 rails. Or you could use low right and hit the rail below the 8 and come back out for the 6. That's what he did. And there's a new problem, being on the rail. But it dressed up pretty good, and this is a natural position. Just pocket the ball. The cue ball is going to automatically go 2 rails. He just needs to tweak the exact direction with the spin he puts on it and have some good speed control here. And just make sure he makes the ball. It's kind of weird here. Probably go back and forth across the table. Shot pretty quick on it. It's okay to take your time, especially on the 9-ball. Make sure you have that contact point dialed in, your stance set up, and that's going to give you more confidence on your stroke, knowing that you dotted your I's and crossed your T's. Now it's a huge game, really. Now it's 4-1 Larry, and could have been 3-2. So instead of being within one game of tying it, now he needs 3, and Larry's closer to the finish line. So it's 4 games Larry, and 1 game John. Well, it's a nice open table except for that 3 ball. I'm not sure if it goes by the 4, so he's checking. But it might. I think he's worried about position. Kind of took his eye off the ball. One thing you don't want to do is sacrifice making the shot on account of getting position. It's hard to be perfect though. John's been getting some chances. You know, he could be up 3-2 right now. But he's down 4-1. That was a beautiful shot. He's not a hanger in the side. He's got to cut it, and so he's going to have to hit this one pretty soft if he can get by the 6. Well, as Randy Stock, former U.S. amateur national champion, used to say, keep 'em kicking, keep on ticking. Looks like that's Larry's idea right here. And he's still ticking with ball in hand, so great chance to take a 5-1 lead here if he runs out and be breaking. A little closer to the side than he wanted, or than he would have liked. sure he likes that 9 ball going in. Now he's up 5-1. Larry Kressel in the lead over John Mitchell Tree. We're here at the Virginia State 9 Ball Championships 2010 in Virginia, Midlothian, a suburb of Richmond. And our sponsors for the tournament are Aero Funds and Trust Wealth Management, Diamond Billiards, McDermott Cubes, Simonis Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products, Tight Rack, racktight.com, poolschool.info, propool.com for stats, Inside Pool Magazine, and Definitive Synergy POS billiard management software. And Larry didn't make anything on the break, so John has a shot, but there's a lot of angle. He wants to hold the cue ball down there for the 2. He's going to have to roll this one spin. And he did a pretty good job of, it was hard to hold the cue ball down there, so he made the ball, which is good. So he's going to have to pull off a good shot here, both on the position and the shot making side. Pretty fortunate. Still real thin though, so he's going to have to control the cue ball. Still scrambling basically. Just fighting to get in that run-out mode mentally. These races are so short, though, you don't get that many opportunities. Kind of jumping up on his shots. It's one thing our producer Alvin Nelson always notices. He's used to being around all these world champions. Stay still on their shots almost all the time, which is it's a really good lesson to keep your body still. They don't move a millimeter, he says. At least the champions. And when they do miss, a lot of times they jumped up uncharacteristically. You'll notice that if you go to a pro tournament and watch, sometimes you'll see the pros dog it, and they jumped up also. But he's grinding through this rack. He's not real close to his work, but he's grinding. And now he's got to be just kind of laughing at himself. I don't know how he handles this situation, but there's not much else he can do. God, he's getting so many chances here. Looks like they're both under the heat pretty good from the cameras. the limelight is getting them. Got a case of the misses. You know, if that happens, you still just got to fight, and be surprised. You might be in the zone 2 minutes later. But if you give up, you'll be dogging it all day long. Never give up. Got to fight real hard. Create yourself into a champion. 1 minute later, you'll be running out every time. Five-two. Larry Kressel over John Mitchell-Tree. It's John Mitchell-Tree's break. That's right, Samurai. Never say die on the chat. He left a little piece of that one ball, enough to make it. Now if he can make it and draw the cue ball into that 4, and get lucky enough to still have a shot on the 2, then he might be able to run out here. Yeah, he didn't have much to work with. A tricky little hit right here. Larry hit that one pretty good. So now John's going to try to win this game on 3 fouls, I think. Unless he gets a nice open shot with ball in hand. He'll take it any way he can get it. 3 foul, run out, doesn't matter. Yeah, the shot here is to use low left English and pull the cue ball back into the 1. Spin, nice shot. It probably doesn't feel like he has a lot of room to get the 2 ball by the 8, but it looks like it might go. So he's just going to have to keep his head down and trust his stroke here. Now he's jacked up over that 5 ball, so a little more difficult. Looks like he can squeeze in there. Not too jacked up. You know, he's still in this match.
Here we go. Three matches.
Looks like he's going for the jump cue.
Table number 6, Alan Duty, RJ
He can hit this with the masse, but such a straight in shot. Looks like he's going to have a pretty good chance to make it if he just jumps straight at it. It was really a difficult shot, especially on these diamonds. The diamond being a great playing table, doesn't take a lot of slop. If you hit them hard, you have to hit them very accurate, which is all good. Especially in 9-ball, there's nothing worse than playing on buckets in 9-ball where people are just slapping balls in, making 3 balls on the break, to where you're just playing 6-ball with giant pockets. Kind of a joke, but these diamonds make it a much more respectable game. Well, Larry here getting a lot of chances to put this match away. They're playing in Richmond, Virginia. Someone's asking me on the chat. This is Larry Kressel, who's at the table, versus John Mitchelltree on the winner's side. It's a race to 9, and Larry leads 5-2. Well, he made his way through that rack. Larry did. Gives him a 6-2 lead. And for those of you just joining us, we're at the Virginia State 9-Ball Championships 2010 in Midlothian, Virginia, at Diamond Billiards. Beautiful pool room here. And our sponsors are Aero Funds, Entrust Wealth Management, Diamond Billiards, McDermott Cues, Simonis Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products, Tight Rack, RackTight.com, Poolschool.info, ProPool.com, Inside Pool Magazine, and Definitive Synergy POS Billiard Management Software. And this is a winner's side match between Larry Kressel and John Mitchelltree. Larry's got the break and a 6-2 lead. Not only are they playing for $2,600 first place, they're playing to get one of 2 spots in the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship, which they give to the 2 finalists of this tournament. And it's a $500 entry fee for the U.S. Open, $500 or $600 maybe now. So it's a nice bonus.
Really, they pretty much pull them up as soon as they're available at the table. I figure it's probably going to run.
They're also taking the top female finisher of this event and giving her a paid entry fee into the U.S. Open, which is the first time that it's been open to female players. And I believe that match is going on right now, but not on the main TV table. It's either going to be Sherry Bruner or Angie Hawkins who wins that female U.S. Open spot. Well, John Mitchell-Tree here has a chance to stay in the match. Doesn't have much of an angle if he draws it. It's going to come back kind of close to the rail. See what he does. Well, he hit it pretty hard and came off. He could either follow this with high left and go 2 rails for the 9, or he could draw it back with low left, or he could follow it and just come 1 rail. There's a lot of options here. It looks like he's taking his time a little more on this 9 ball. Three games for John Mitchell-Tree. He trails 6-3 to Larry Kressel. Well, we still have very much a match here. Nobody's really dominating. It's kind of closer than the score, 6-3. Been a lot of handoffs back and forth. So it's really who kind of steps up and gets over their nervousness and just plays better pool here. Sometimes it takes a lot just to play your own game. No, it's a push out. So John has the option to shoot or pass the shot back to Larry. We didn't play a very good save, but he didn't leave a super easy shot here. That was pretty smart. This is a tough ball to hit right here, actually. He almost has to masse this between the 4 and 5. Giant masse curve. Just go straight into that 1 if he wants to hit it. Take care, Grace. Your commercial's almost done, by the way. Alvin's working hard on it. It's been so busy here. It'll be up tonight for sure. Today, tonight. Shot here is a soft draw. Go hit the rail just beyond the 7. And pull out off the rail. He didn't like it though. You gotta shoot what you're comfortable with. And he hit that one well. Well, barring an earthquake, Larry's probably going to get out here. This will put him in the lead, 7-3. It's always a nice shot when you just have to draw it back to the side rail. Straight towards your object ball. So Larry Kressel takes a 7-3 lead over John Mitchell-Tree here at the Virginia State Nine Ball Championships 2010 at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, Virginia. I'm Max Eberly, and this event is brought to you by Aero Funds and Trust Wealth Management, first trust fund company ever to sponsor a pool tournament. Thank you very much. Diamond Billiards is our host facility. McDermott Cues, Simonis Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products, Type Rack, Poolschool.info, ProPool.com, Inside Pool Magazine, and Definitive Synergy POS Billiard Management Software. And while Larry didn't get a shot, he's probably just going to push, which is what he's doing. I like leaving the cue ball behind the 4 over to the right. That's what he was trying. Pretty tough cut right here, shooting off the rail. See if he gets a shot on the 3. He did, and if he holds the cue ball, he's going to have natural shape. I didn't see the 2 ball there hanging, so. Well, being jacked up over that 4 compounds the difficulty. shot. Oh, this is tricky. Larry smells the finish line. He's up 8-3 now. Larry Kressel is over John Mitchell-Tree. And there's Brendan Schuff on the screen shooting on the other table. He's probably the man to beat at this tournament. But there are 4 past champions here, and anything can happen. John Jordan or John Newton or White Jordan as they call him, or just Jordan. He's here, and he got second last year to Brandon. And you know he wants to win his first Virginia State title. John Mitchell-Tree needs to win 6 games in a row to win this match.
We have a nice round of applause as Nancy Hawkins, who's our female finisher this year, thanks for making us good.
So basically he's got to play perfect pool and get the rolls in terms of getting the open shots, the opportunities after the break. Probably wishes he had a few of his shots back. It could be a tie ball game here, or it could be in the lead. He just hasn't really played his game in this match. He has never been comfortable. Still jumping up on his shots. Shaking his head. That was pretty tough. That 9-ball was hard to escape, even if he did make the 4. Larry probably thinks he just can't lose. He can miss as many times as possible. He's still going to win this match because John just keeps handing it right back to him. Being up 8-3, eventually he's going to have a tap-in run out. He's not really bearing down like he would if it was hill-hill. That's what J.R. Calvert was talking about yesterday. Some players or will wait till the match is just handed to them, and then others will just take it. And it looks like Larry might be just waiting until it's handed over to him. All right, a news flash just in. Angie Hawkins is the top female finisher in the Virginia State 9-ball championships, and she will be going to the U.S. Open with a paid entry fee and a spot. Congratulations, Angie Hawkins. With her victory over Sherry Bruner, Angie Hawkins will now be one of the first females ever to play in the U.S. Open. And I think, from what I heard, Sarah Rousey is going to be playing in the U.S. Open. Like J.R. Calvert said, this guy's just waiting for the match to be handed over to him. Not going to take it. These guys got to be thinking this is one of their worst matches ever. And it happens, you know. I mean, these guys both can play a lot better. But all I can say is to anybody out there who's criticizing them, which probably really not, but just got to get out there, try for yourself, and take some experience to play well under the lights and cameras and all the people. And you learn how to calm yourself down. A lot of it's about preparation before the match. You know, having been in that spot before, and then just how hard you worked on your game, how well you know your fundamentals and the way that you set up and everything. The more you know about how you do things, the more you have to fall back on and focus on when you're in a tough spot, when you're playing bad. You can pull yourself out of it by focusing on your fundamentals, by visualizing. Or just by not shooting until you're ready, till you know you're ready. for John. Oh. Thought John was shooting. Nice. Score is 8-3. Larry's up. The guy shooting is on the hill. And Kickin' One asked me on the chat what kind of prep before the match. There's really all kinds of preparation you can do. Visualizing yourself winning, breathing, just getting kind of alone for a couple minutes and dictate to yourself how you're going to play. Deep breathing, just kind of getting focused. And Larry wins. I think John's glad that match is over, even though I'm sure he would have wanted to win, but he's still alive. And there's another match for you guys and ladies. And we'll be back soon with a new match. I'm Max Eberly, and this is the Virginia State 9-Ball Championship, brought to you by Arrow Funds, N Trust Wealth Management, Diamond Billiards, McDermott Cues, Simonis Cloth, Diamond Billiard Products, Tight Rack, Poolschool.info, ProPool.com, Inside Pool Magazine, and Definitive Synergy POS Billiard Management Software. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next match. Bye.